These are the beautiful sculptures of Vigeland. Hope we're able to get this whole roll on this tape. We've got about another 10 minutes to go. I hope there's enough. Oh, look at these beautiful flowers. Fulke smelling them. Lovely, aren't they? Here's some more of his sculpture work. And the fountains, people holding up things. And this was the stages of man's life. It started on the bottom and with embryo stages, and it just kept going. Well, this is the obelisk that took 52 man-years to carve. He worked on the design of it alone for 10 months, just sketching out what he wanted. Three-dimensional. It's like a struggle for life, doesn't it? Bodies upon bodies. It's really a very upbeat sculpture. It looks like it might be concentration camp-like figures, but it was quite upbeat. Looking down at the bottom now, and they had marked, I think there was a pole somewhere in the ground there, what the world's record set in some Olympics. Let's see what it says here. Olympic ski jump in Holmenkoln. Hans Broyce stayed there many years before, and we discussed our joint trips to Oslo 20 years apart. There's also the city view from Oslo up here from the mountaintop. The 92-meter jump record is held here. There's the city view from the top of this mountain area that we drove up to the top of Holmenkoln. And then was called back to duty in about 1949, I believe, 48, 49. There's the ski jump. Look at the size of that thing. Guys get up to the top of that, and then they slide right down, take off, and fly. And the record is 92 meters. Here's Fulke taking a little ice cream break. Who said she doesn't like ice cream? Doing a good job there, Fulke. Do I get some too? Yeah, I think she's holding one for me, or she's going to get one for me. Another view of the ski jump. And I think that white thing in the middle of the grass there was the 92-meter mark. You can see how long a distance that is from that point right there. Scary, isn't it? You just go off the side, you're dead. There's people that have been killed even with good jumps. Doesn't have to be a bad jump. There's that 92-meter mark. Fixed up. There's the fountains. Fulke walking along the old square area. It's about as clear as I can get that. There's a man standing at his post doing his thing. Nobel. This is actually the Alfred Nobel Hall where the Peace Prize is awarded. Oh, there's some Viking ships. Yeah, we went out to see the Kon Tiki here, right. There's the Kon Tiki. We have the book, and I could take some pictures of the book for possible editing in if we can find that book again. It might be a nice thing to make these scenes more interesting, because there's some very interesting shots of the Kon Tiki going across the Pacific Ocean, and it's housed in that building there. Just to finish up the thought on Nobel Hall, all of the rest of the prizes are given in the hall in Stockholm for literature, medicine, physics, science, etc. But the Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize, is actually awarded in Oslo, in another hall that Nobel has. I think I actually took these in the museum. I didn't. These were pictures on the walls of the various stages of flavor for cowboys and Indians, and went back and wrote lots of German stories in German about cowboys and Indians. And they created a Disneyland old Western style home, really old Tucson-like Indian village and cowboys and ranches with beautiful cliffs. They've shot movies here, cowboy and Indian movies in German, in this location. So it's very famous in Germany, Karl May Platz. They got totem poles and teepees and real Indians that they import from India. From the United States. They call them Indianers in German. And they have, every night, they have a sound and light festival. Here's a totem pole, where the cowboys and Indians put on a show. We're up there with Stephanie and Thomas somewhere. Where are the kitties? Can't believe they're not with us. They must be with us, no, Fulke? Or maybe I spliced this on from another time. I'm not sure. Or maybe the kids are running around. There's the teepees. And there's the Indian headdress, and you could buy bows and arrows and literature and records. Winnie Tutu, there's a whole series of famous records that Thomas and Stephanie had in German about Karl May's books. A little fire going there. Leaving it there, I've got to make a call in Beijing when we go to China, and that'll be the only need I have for a suit on this trip.